Hey there folks, today I'd like to take a casual peek into the DC Universe Classics versus Masters of the Universe Classics Mer-Man action figure. This figure is part of a 2-pack that includes Aquaman from the DC Universe Classics and Mer-Man from the Masters of the Universe Classics. This set is a Toys R Us exclusive and was first released in 2010 or 11. I did not purchase this at Toys R Us. I received it as a gift from Gerhawk. Thanks, Gerhawk, and hang loose there. And taking a look at the Masters of the Universe Classics Mer-Man figure here, you can see Mer-Man here clad in blue as opposed to green on the packaging here. You can see Mer-Man is green, and the single release of Mer-Man from Matty Collector, I believe, was a green colored Mer-Man, and this blue colored Mer-Man is just specific to this 2-pack here, which is nice. Taking a look at the back of the package here, you can see the DC Universe Classics versus Masters of the Universe Classics here, and taking a look at Mer-Man, you can see an artist rendition of Mer-Man there, of course clad in green. And down here we have a biography of Mer-Man, Ocean Warlord. Now we'll be right back and have Mer-Man here out of the package. Okay, we have Mer-Man here out of the package, and this particular figure is a bit different than the original release of the Mer-Man figure through MattyCollector.com, in that it's a color variant, this one being blue while the original being green, which makes this particular figure a bit unique. And before we take a look at the figure, let's go ahead and take a look at the items that came included with Mer-Man. And first up, we have this here, a mini poster of the DC Universe Classics versus Masters of the Universe Classics of Aquaman and Mer-Man. Both ocean-related characters in different universes. Pretty neat. And the other side is a nice, I guess, artist rendition of an ocean backdrop, which is pretty cool. And taking a look at the one other accessory that comes included with the figure, and that's Mer-Man's sword, which is pretty interesting. It's very nicely sculpted. You can see all the detail here. Pretty cool. Looks like it's constructed of sea life, coral maybe, and pretty cool. You can see nice sculpting detail along the blade, as well as the jagged edges on the edge of the blade. Very nice. And you can see the nice grip handle here, and the Mer-Man figure can wield it sufficiently on here. He has a not too solid grip. It's a little loose, but it's still enough for him to retain a pose when wielding it. So pretty adequate. And this is made of a harder plastic, so it's not really prone to warpage or bending. You can see it's fairly straight on the edge, and but nicely painted in this color of blue and gold or yellow on there. Pretty nice. Now taking a look at this version of Mer-Man, you can see he is clad in blue and yellow and a little bit of green and bits of brown here, and is actually pretty nice. Now this Mer-Man figure does not come with the alternate head that the original release came with. It just has one head here, and it looks very much like the, I guess, original Mer-Man figure, or from the 80s, I guess. And it's actually kind of neat, and you can see the very bulbous eyes there, and the very ocean-like, I guess, crest to his head here. and it's nicely painted. It's got light blue highlights and deeper blues in the recesses, and it's actually kind of neat. And you can see the row of teeth here that's in yellow, and you got a nice I guess wash of brown on the yellow parts here along the eyes and where the nose would be. It's actually quite cool. And on the back there, it's kind of plain right there. And the Mer-Man figure is adorned with this armor here along the shoulders and chest area, which is actually kind of cool. And it's a separate piece, but actually sort of locks into place around the base of the neck area, because there's this separate piece of plastic here that's added as part of the base Masters of the Universe Classics figure. And this armor actually sits tight around that base, and you can have it nice and secure. You can loosen it from there. You can see you can pop it all off, but if you set it down, it actually sits nice and tight, which is cool. And if you want to remove it, you can just pop off the head and simply remove it around the base of the shoulder and neck area. You can see that separate piece here along the base of the figure here. Actually, and that's glued onto the torso there. But some more details on this armor here. It's actually quite nice. It looks like it's a base yellow here with a very nice wash of darker brownish reddish color, which is actually kind of cool. And you got some paint detail along this chest armor here in brown, and of course you got some blue here from highlights of what look like gems, which is kind of neat. And you got the fin-like thing similar to Mer-Man's I guess headdress there area, which is actually kind of cool, and also along the shoulders there. And also on the back, which is kind of neat, you got a little place to put the sword. So it's sort of not like a sheath, but a back, I guess, holder here for the sword. So he has a place to put his sword. So that's kind of cool, and I think that's actually kind of neat. I'm gonna go ahead and put this back on here. Pop the head back on. There you go. And taking a look at the rest of the figure, it's almost the base Masters of the Universe Classics figure, especially the torso and the arms here. And you got nicely sculpted gloves or gauntlets here. It's not just painted over here, it's actually part of the sculpt on the forearm, which is kind of neat. And also he's got sort of webbish hands here. This one's in a grip to hold the sword, and this one here is in an open palm. And one thing I noticed is that if you look at the feet are painted, the toenails are actually painted, but they did not paint this right here. Maybe it's because of the glove, I don't know. I'm thinking that these are really just arm guards and this is his bare hand, or just they forgot to paint this white on there, just how the feet are here. So, but I may just go ahead and paint that myself and add that on there. Down here we have the typical, I guess, loin cloth of the Masters of the Universe Classics, which is very well done. It's in a base yellow, and it's got a nice slight brown wash to fill the recesses area, and it looks very well done and nicely painted or washed, and it's actually kind of cool. And then you have the green belt with some, I guess, a different shade of green for the gems along the belt. It's actually pretty cool. And down here, of course, you have the rest of the leg, typical Masters of the Universe Classics leg, boot, and feet here with a nicely painted toenail. So fairly nice figure for Mer-Man, and being I guess a color variant more unique compared to the single release of the figure. Now going over the articulation for Mer-Man, the head, as you saw earlier, is on a ball joint, so the head can go all the way around. A little bit restricted with the shoulder armor here, but you can still get it all the way around. I can go only slightly up and down on there due to the sculpt of the head, and a little bit side to side. The arms do go all the way around, a little bit of resistance again with the shoulder armor, and the arms do go out and in, and arms can go all the way around the bicep area. There's a single joint at the elbow, allows you to move the arm up and down, and the hand can go all the way around at the waist. And this hand is preformed to grip the sword, while this one again is an open palm, webbed palmed hand there. The torso for this figure allows you to move the figure downwards, even with the armor, up and very far back. And the figure can go all the way around at the waist. This one's a little bit tight. And the legs on the figure are joined at the hip with this pegged swivel joint, and allows the leg to go upwards about that high, but the restriction of the loincloth prevents it from going higher. Goes down and back, as well as out to the side, and all the way around at the top of the thigh. Single joint at the knee allows you to move the leg back and forward. And there's a swivel cut at the top of the boot. This one a little bit tight here. And I forgot to mention that this nice detail paint on the sides of the boot there. It's pretty cool for the clasp on there. And the feet can go up and down quite a ways, and nice range of ankle pivot there. So that's kind of cool. Overall, a nice version of Mer-Man, a more unique version. I don't have the original Mer-Man in green. I'm pretty happy with the one in blue here, and I think it's a nice representation of the Mer-Man character from the Masters of the Universe Classics. This is my casual peek into the Masters of the Universe Classics Mer-Man from the DC Universe Classics versus Masters of the Universe Classics. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.